This is how Daniel Scranton connects and channels the Arcturian Council. I'm wearing a Honduras hat. Honduras is famous in Vancouver, British Columbia, as being the home place of crack dealers on the street. Honduras. Now, how do I get from Honduras to Sananda? Okay, Sananda is supposed to be an ascended master, which is like he said to me through a channeler that he was Jesus in a previous life. Did he sound like Jesus? I don't know. He spoke in modern English, so, it wasn't like ancient Aramaic or Koine Greek or anything. I don't know how you would prove he was Jesus, but it was definitely a different personality for the particular channel that was channeling Sananda. Um, I'm not really a channel for Sananda. Sometimes I sort of hear a voice like the Sananda that I used to hear from the channeler, but this one that comes through is kind of a phony one, a faux one, because it doesn't really give good information. But if I could channel Sananda or the Arcturians or the Pleiadians like different people on YouTube do, my question is, how do we move from a capitalist, money-based society to a what the people always say, even David Wilcock says on Cosmic Disclosure on his YouTube channel, that we'll be moving to a society that doesn't use money. Now, I don't mean like, we're going to use RFID chips implanted in your hand so you just scan to get your account. I mean a society without money. In other words, you don't have to buy things and you don't have to sell things. Now, how do you get from here to there? Well, you die and go to heaven. You don't expect when you're in heaven that they're going to be charging you an entry fee. St. Peter's collecting his cash when you walk through the door, do you? Or once you're in there, you don't expect that, they're going to say, you didn't bring all your American dollars with you? How are you going to go to the canteen and buy lunch? So clearly people have the idea that heaven is a place that doesn't use money and doesn't charge you. So, if you want to bring heaven to earth, clearly you have to get rid of money and you have to get rid of capitalism. And, well, if you go to heaven, are they going to give you? Jesus said, I'll prepare a place for you, and my house has many mansions or something. So, are they going to give you a mansion? Or are you going to have to? I don't know. I can't tell you. All I know is from everything that I've come to understand about heaven is that they don't have money. So, if you're going to bring heaven to earth, you got to get rid of money. And so that's the question I would ask Sananda, who pretends to be Jesus. If you could channel Jesus direct, I'd ask him the same thing. What is the grand plan for moving away from everyone being debt slaves, wage slaves, to a world on planet Earth where your needs are supplied? I mean, clearly there's enough natural resources here to support the population, and it's only because it's run by the Illuminati cabals that, own everything and charge you rent on everything. That's the only reason why we have to work long hours. I mean, computers were invented and everyone said, well, this is a labor-saving device, and, we're going to get to the point where we're going to have a leisure society. So, you're going to expect way more vacation time, much shorter work days if that's basically what they said. It hasn't happened, and it's by design. Basically, they rule the whole world, and they they keep moving production to the cheapest wages countries that they can. They don't reduce the prices of things. The prices of cars keep going up, and every other product that you buy, groceries, etc. So the wages are going down, which means their labor costs keep going down, and the prices keep going up. So what does it mean? Higher profits for the Illuminati 1% cabal. These people need to be removed. They are the tyrants of the world. A tyrant is basically someone who rules and is not a benevolent ruler. They are tyrannical. They're absolutely horrible. It's absolutely horrible what they do to the rest of us. So, in conclusion, if someone can channel Jesus or Sananda and get a question like, how do we get rid of the Illuminati? And once they're gone, you have to get rid of all the accountants and everyone else, storekeepers and shopkeepers, and switch away from where we're charging everyone for everything. And as I said in a previous video, it's because we're one human family. It's not the separation between you and me. It's basically, my example before was, does a grandmother charge a grandchild to be a grandmother? Not my family. So, if that's the way it is in your nuclear family, why is it on a global family, the human species is all one family? Why do we treat each other so horrible? It's because we're conditioned that way. We're born into a world that's a hell world. It's not heaven, right? If you're charging money, it's hell. So we got to get away from hell, and that's how we're going to do it. We have to get rid of it. And what's the process? Well, some New Age people talk about Nasera or Gesera. But it's just giving people more money, cutting everybody a check so they've got money. So I don't see how that gets rid of money. It really doesn't bring heaven to earth. There's got to be a wholesale reorganization. And when you figure out that, most manufacturing is automated anyway, other than hand goods, or, if you're going to get something custom made. You go out on a limb and you say, well, if you need the top neurosurgeon in the world to do brain surgery on you, and there's only so many hours of his day and there's so many people, then the highest bidder gets him. Maybe you need to open more medical schools so that you have more brain surgeons or something. Why limit the number of doctors, which is done? When I was in university 30 years ago, they were limiting the number of people that could go into medical school in Canada. So it is by design that there is a shortage of doctors. And even today, in my town, I've been waiting for years to get my own doctor. I have to use a walk-in clinic. So it is by design. The idiots that run the thing, they keep the supply of doctors small so they can keep the prices high. It's just a market system. Everything is market system, and it's hell. So there you go.